Let's get started seeing how you can put your journal to use to get some lucid dreams. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Tipharot, welcome back to Mind Mastery. This is going to be episode 8. My name is Matt, and in this episode we're talking about how you can use your journal to actually get you having your first lucid dreams. Now, some of you will have had lucid dreams already, some of you will have heard of it but never had one, others will, be, expert practitioners at lucid dreaming already. Whatever the state is, I'm still going to give you a task to do in this episode. And for that task, you're going to need your dream journal. Or in other words, you're going to need the journal that you started earlier. And if you remember in an earlier episode, if you've actually been following along, I asked you to actually write down your dreams each morning, as well as all the other things that you've been doing. So if you've actually been doing that for a few nights, a week, a couple of weeks now, then what I want you to do is open up your journal now, look at the sections of your dreams, and what I want you to do is to read through all the dreams, and every time you find something that has appeared in multiple dreams, then I want you to make a note of it. So say you've had 10 dreams in your dream journal now, and 3 of these dreams all feature dogs. Then I want you to write down on a bit of paper or somewhere else in your journal the word dogs. Say you've seen, for example, that in every dream there's always some colour that's always present. Well, then you can use that, you can write that down. Now, the basic gist is we're looking for commonalities in our different dreams. We're looking for themes that regularly crop up when we're dreaming. Now, in our minds, in our subconscious, there's a lot of themes that are reoccurring, things that are replaying over time. Now, over time, these things will change, and the dream themes that show up will change as your subconscious changes. But it's good to make a note of what's going on at the moment in your dreams, because this is going to help you to realise when you're dreaming. So now what I want you to do is, after you've got a list of 5 or 10 things that keep showing up in your dreams, I want you to make a conscious decision every time that you see one of these things, whether it's in waking life or in a dream, you're going to perform a reality check just to make sure that you're not dreaming. Because if, say, you're having lots of dreams about dogs and you run into a dog in real life, there's a good chance it could actually be a dream. You might actually be asleep right now and running into a dog because it's another dream. So what are reality checks? Well, reality checks are just a simple test that you perform to tell if you're dreaming or awake. Now, a couple of simple ones I'll share with you that you can do. So one of them, you can take your hand like this and you can try and poke a finger through it. Look, my finger's not going through it, so I'm clearly awake. If it was a dream, my finger would go straight through it usually. Now, what I have to add here is that these reality checks can sometimes perform normally as if you're awake, even when you're in a dream. So I might be in a dream right now and I do this and my finger doesn't go through my hand. So at that stage, someone might rush into saying, well, I'm not dreaming. But what you actually want to do at that point is do another reality check. So another one you can do is place your fingers over your nose like this and try breathing through your fingers. So if I do it now, I can't breathe through them because my nose is closed. In a dream, you suddenly feel like you're just breathing through your open nose and it feels weird and you'll suddenly know you're dreaming. Or if that fails, then you can do something else. One I like to do is count my fingers. Your hands are a very weird thing in dreams, and sometimes they can change and become misshapen, out of proportion, all sort of things. And one of the things that happens a lot of the time is you get extra fingers or less fingers than normal. So count your fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look away for a moment, and then bring your hand back up and count them again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you have any number other than 5, any of the times that you count it, you're dreaming. But also, the other thing to check for is, if it changes, if something looks different about your hand when you look back at it, if it's suddenly a different colour or it looks a bit bigger, then you might be dreaming. So you want to stack a lot of these reality checks. And the next thing that you can do is try turning a light switch on and off. If the lights go off when you turn it off and then back on when you turn it on, that's good. If they don't, then, check the light bulb. It might just be that you've blown the bulb, but if not, then you're probably dreaming, because lights function weirdly and switches function weirdly in dreams. Like, you can be using a computer in a dream and you press the power button and it just stays on, or you unplug it and it just stays on. So you can test things like these, test electrical components, lights, computers, stuff like that. And the final reality check I'm going to suggest you do is take a mental note of where you were, what you're doing right now, what you were doing 5 minutes ago, an hour ago, and so on, and retrace your steps back throughout to the moment when you woke up that morning. A lot of the time with dreams, you just get plopped down right into the middle of the dream and, there's no sequence of events that happened before. So when you try to remember what happened before, you'll be like, wait, I can't remember anything. And unless you have Alzheimer's or something that affects your memory, you should be able to remember the events of the day. So if you don't, then it's likely that you're dreaming. So every time you run into these themes that I've mentioned earlier, I want you to perform a reality check. And what you should find is that if you're doing this rigorously and doing this every day, you should eventually start to perform it inside dreams themselves. And at that point, you're going to realize that you're dreaming and you're going to start to have lucid dreams. Now, in the next episode, I'm going to talk even more about lucid dreaming. I'm going to show you an even easier method of getting there, and I'm going to tell you a bit about things you can do there. But for now, I want you to just start with this simple thing of noticing your dream themes and performing reality checks every time you run into them. So do that now, and if for some reason you haven't done the earlier exercises from the earlier episodes, go back to the earlier episodes. There'll be a link to the playlist on screen somewhere, and you can go back through all the episodes, perform all the exercises, and then get back to this point. You want to do it all in order. It's set up in a specific way to encourage the best development for you. So thank you for watching. That's been all for this episode 8 of Mind Mastery. If you liked it, then remember to subscribe, because we've got regular videos that come out every Wednesday and Saturday. And here at Tipharot, we're trying to help you become a better person, to realise your dreams, and to basically conquer yourself in your own mind. If you enjoyed the video, leave a thumbs up, and if you have any comments or questions about this episode or about the series in general, or just anything, then leave that down in the comments below. And if you'd like to book a private consultation with me, you can send me a private YouTube message and we can discuss that there. And last but not least, if you want to keep watching, then check out the video linked on screen. Thank you for watching, everyone. Take care.